Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Training Services New South Wales, it's my pleasure to welcome you to the 2020 North Coast and Mid-North Coast Training Awards. Unfortunately, COVID-19 means we're not able to celebrate together in person. However, I'm really pleased that we are able to bring this event to you online. To commence with, I'd like to acknowledge that wherever we are, we're meeting on Aboriginal land. Always was, always will be Aboriginal land. I extend my respects to elders past, present and emerging, and a greeting to all Aboriginal people with us today. At the start of this celebration, I'd just like to acknowledge the amazing impact that COVID-19 has had on all of us. Coming hard on the heels of a tough summer with major bushfires, COVID-19 has changed the way in which we work and learn. Whether you're an apprentice, a trainee, a student, an employer, a training provider or a school, it has completely changed our way of operating, and it's going to change us as we go forward. Our training awards have been a part of that. For Training Services New South Wales, we got a record number of applications this year, which is just terrific. So many people recognising their achievement or celebrating their achievement with us. And I'm really proud that we, in conjunction with our colleagues, have worked really hard to do this in a different way. We're online, we're not having the usual celebration that we have, where we're able to bring our family and friends together to recognise our achievement. We're now doing that online. For you who are being recognised today, I want to congratulate you. I want to congratulate you on your achievement, on being selected through that really large number of people who have applied, but also for putting forward yourself, for telling us about yourself, about those things that you have done that have made you different and how vocational education and training is really transforming your life. I want to commend you on your effort. I want to commend you on going through the online process. A challenge for some, but the results are terrific. I want to thank your family, your friends for supporting you, your education and training providers. I want to thank everyone who supported you. I want to thank our team from Training Services New South Wales as well for leading us through this process. This is the 65th year that we've been celebrating the Training Awards, a major milestone. And it's a great thing because it is a celebration of all things that are good about vocational education and training. It is a celebration of the hard work of the training providers, the teachers and trainers, and the industries that provide those employment and training opportunities. So thank you very much, congratulations, and let this be the start of something big.
Welcome to the North Coast Mid-North Coast Training Awards presentation for 2020. My name is Neil Davies and I'm the Regional Manager for Training Services North Coast Region. The North Coast Training Awards are hosted by Skills Inc Committee and supported by the Department of Education, Training Services New South Wales. Our celebration this year is different due to COVID-19, but it's an important fact that we're here to celebrate excellence in vocational education and training in our region, so I'd especially like to welcome our finalists and their family and friends, as well as employers, training providers, other stakeholders in the vet sector. Congratulations to all our finalists. You should all be very proud of yourselves for being nominated and making it through to this stage of the awards. It's an outstanding effort and I wish you all the best of luck.
Welcome everyone. My name is Glenn Jeffrey. I'm the Careers Advisor at the Rivers Secondary College Lismore High Campus and a member of the Skills North Coast Inc Committee. I will be your MC for today's presentation. For our presentation this evening, we will begin each category with an introduction of the finalists and then an announcement of the winner. Our first award this evening is the Vet in Schools category, and to announce the finalists, please welcome Ingrid Johansson from TAFE New South Wales.
Thank you, Glenn. Our first finalist this evening for Vet in Schools category is Zoe Leadbeatter O'Reilly.
Zoe is currently completing a Certificate 2 in kitchen operations whilst attending St John's College Woodlawn in Lismore. Zoe is also working as a kitchen hand, cook and waitress in the bistro at the Kyogle Bowling Club. Zoe displays an excellent range of skills that she has learned on the job and applies them in the school setting. She's friendly, confident, loves public speaking and is extremely passionate about her future in the hospitality and nutrition industries.
Our second finalist is Shelby Booth.
Shelby has all the qualities of an excellent hospitality student and employee. Throughout the 2 years that she has been engaged in the course, she has demonstrated that she is hardworking, trustworthy and has an excellent personality for the industry. Shelby was offered employment from her work placement within the first few days of being there, based on her ability to follow instructions and work independently. Shelby is a dependable student and employee and is able to manage work and school, as well as her external love of dance.
Our third finalist is Lauren Whitney.
Lauren is a Year 12 student at the Rivers Secondary College, Richmond River High campus, where she's completing a Certificate 2 in Agriculture and 2-unit HSC Agriculture as part of her HSC. Lauren organised a work experience placement for herself to Western Australia, where she was able to experience life on a station and determine if the dream was actually what she wanted to continue to pursue. Her time at Warragine Station was a very valuable experience as she learnt many new skills and is now intending to return there next year to further her studies whilst working on the station.
And the winner is Zoe Leadbeatter O'Reilly.
I chose to do hospitality as cooking has always been a huge passion of mine. Therefore, when I was able to pick my electives, it was an obvious choice for me. This award means to me that I've taken a step in the right direction to where I want to be in the future. I'd like to thank New South Wales Training Awards for providing me with this opportunity and holding an event where students' excellence is recognised and acclaimed. I would also like to extend my thanks to my parents, teachers, colleagues and peers for all their ongoing love and support throughout my vet journey. I am grateful for the endless amount of encouragement and guidance I've received from everyone around me and all those throughout the vet and hospitality industry.
Our second award this evening is School-Based Apprentice or Trainee of the Year. And to introduce our finalists, please welcome Arcadia Meldrum, who is a Training Awards Ambassador and 2019 Regional, State and National Award winner for School-Based Apprentice or Trainee of the Year.
Thanks, Glenn. So our first finalist for the category is Taia Stuart.
Taia is currently completing a Certificate 2 in Business as a school-based trainee through Aboriginal Employment Strategy and hosted with the Commonwealth Bank. Taia displays an exemplary attitude towards both her training and her work. She goes the extra mile for her customers, remembers their names and personalises her greeting accordingly. As a student at school, Taia sets a great example for other students, both Aboriginal and non-Indigenous. She applies herself to her learning and class attendance even though she struggles at times with her home or family responsibilities. Taia will not give up.
Our second finalist is Theodore Scholl.
Theo is currently completing a Certificate 2 in Warehousing Operations as a school-based trainee based at Richmond Valley Council. Theo has a strong work ethic, a positive attitude, excellent skills in communication, time management and problem solving. His employer has commented on his ability to learn new skills quickly and his excellent ability to work in a team. Theodore also has a significant role in school life as a school vice captain. He is an excellent role model to other students, leading assemblies and being involved in a range of school committees. Theo's strong community spirit and desire to make a difference have seen him make significant contributions to his community.
Our third finalist is Miles Wellman.
Miles is currently employed as a school-based trainee with the Department of Primary Industries in a Certificate 2 Agriculture whilst attending school at St John's College, Woodlawn. Miles has been able to bring enthusiasm and a maturity to his school-based traineeship. Further to this, Miles has been training and showing cattle both for his family and at school over his time at the college. His employment with the Department of Primary Industries has had a positive impact on his career and educational goals.
And the winner is Theodore Scholl.
I chose my vet course because I was really keen to hop into a new industry that I wasn't very familiar with and that would probably line up with something I wanted to do in the future. And I can say that from my experiences doing my traineeship, I've really opened up my options and learned a lot during my years. This award really means a lot to me because it's an opportunity to give back to my employer, to other trainees in my organisation and to future trainees even. If I was to become an ambassador, I'd really like to reach out to other trainees and get them involved. So I'd like to thank all the staff at Richmond Valley Council particularly my supervisors, Tony Scrivener, Daniel Parker, Sue Franey, Ryan Gator, and my co-workers, Gary King and Shane Patrick. I'd also like to thank my teachers at TAFE, New South Wales, particularly Shane McKechnie, Brendan Moffat, Janelle Morrissey and Hannah Wilson. So particularly my teachers at St Mary's Catholic College Casino, Tracy Robinson, Beverly Champion and Therese McDonough. And last but not least, my parents, Connie and Wayne Gerstenberg and Trevor Veerley. They've always been there for me, taking me for those early morning trips into the council depot. So it's really been a good time.
Our next award this evening is Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Student of the Year, and to introduce our finalist is Neil Davies from Training Services, New South Wales.
Our first finalist for this category is Alana Shorter.
Alana has an extremely high level of artistic technical skills and has created many soul artworks and collaborative works with artists in the local area and other parts of New South Wales. Alana has notable exhibitions and street-based community murals. Further to this, she has a piece of artwork selected to be included in the Vivid Festival in Sydney. Alana was also awarded the Saltwater Freshwater Award for Aboriginal Art for this year. This is a major achievement and well deserved. Alana is a great support for her fellow students, always happy to help with support and guidance in their own artistic journey.
Our second finalist is Clarence Thompson.
Clarence had been employed at St Joseph's Aged Care Facility for 6 months prior to commencing his course. When starting, he had a good understanding of the industry and was clearly passionate about his job. Many of the residents at his workplace love having him around. Clarence was a valuable asset to his learning group. He often shared his real-life experiences and took pride in sharing his skills and knowledge with the rest of the students. Clarence actively participated in ensuring he increased his knowledge, and he always put this into action in his daily working life.
Our third finalist is Gary Wimbus.
Gary is motivated and focused on working with his current employer, Essential Energy, to create a successful career. Gary has developed specific industry-based skills, training and knowledge, which has guided and supported him in undertaking all tasks required as an assessor or trainer. Gary's personality and style supports his ability to connect to others. His passion and enthusiasm is inspirational and receives outstanding feedback from his peers. Thinking outside the box and looking at innovative ways of engagement with his technology, delivery styles and simulations has helped his team improve safety performance, engagement results and our learning culture within the organisation.
And the winner is Gary Wimbus.
I guess I chose to study my vet course because I've always had a passion for business. Started probably from an early age when I completed a school-based traineeship with ANZ Bank during year 11 and 12 at high school. I think this is actually my 5th business package qualification that I've completed. I guess to win any award at regional level is quite a big achievement in any sense itself, whether it's sporting or academic. I guess it would mean quite a lot because I guess I've sort of studied full-time for the last 3 years, and to be recognised, for the hard work and stuff that I've put in. But I guess more so as well that if I can use, I guess, the award and inspire others, with other Indigenous people within the communities to really, I guess, chase their goals and put in the hard work, it'd be, I guess, all the sweeter. I guess 2.5 years ago, 2 guys, Dave Britton and Mitch Wood, gave me the opportunity to transition from my field-based role to the technical training team. Those guys probably saw something in me that some other people hadn't, and I reckon if those 2 guys specifically hadn't given me that opportunity, I guess my achievements to date would be very, very different. Also Lara Rich, who's basically the CEO of our RTO side within the organisation, Dave Nardi and Al Whelan, 3 very supportive people who've played a key role, I guess, within my journey and development through Essential Energy and outside of work also. But I guess most importantly, my wife, 2 kids, 2 dogs, a cat and a household to maintain. Time doesn't come easy, so without her actually holding down the fort and giving me the opportunity to chase my dreams and study, it wouldn't be feasible. So without her, it wouldn't happen.
Our next award this evening is Vocational Student of the Year, and to introduce our finalists, please welcome Liam Muldoon, 2017 Regional and State winner and National runner-up in Vocational Student of the Year.
Our first finalist is Sarah Norman.
Sarah enrolled in the Certificate 3 in Hospitality course as she'd been long-term unemployed. Sarah gained technical skills, but she also gained confidence and help in managing some of the barriers she has in terms of work and study. Sarah is linked with the Disability Service as she's been diagnosed with anxiety, depression and PTSD. Sarah's biggest barrier, anxiety, has been crippling. She came to the first lesson, induction day, and had no idea how she would ever finish the course. She is now doing paid work at a place she really loves.
Our second finalist is Jono Frost.
Jono has completed a Certificate 4 Information Technology Support with Australian College of Commerce and Management. Jono was an exemplary student and the quality of his work was often commented upon by the college assessors for the high quality and standards displayed. Since completing the course, he has secured a role with Service New South Wales IT Department. As this was one of his main motivations for the course, it is rewarding to see that this is another goal he has achieved. Jono saw that he needed to acquire new skill sets and to expand some existing ones. His choice of vocational education was because it was very hands-on and met his study needs perfectly.
Our third finalist is Tasman Faulkner.
Tasman is a young student who began the Certificate 4 in Education Support part-time in Term 1 2019. When she began, she was not certain of herself as a student and did not contribute much in class. However, as the years progressed, she has grown in confidence and as a student wanting to do the absolute best in a demonstration of knowledge and understanding, she has been amazing, both in class and in the school setting. She has undertaken her placement in a high school, and although the students are not much younger than she is, she has built strong relationships with them and has developed an outstanding range of support skills in order to support their learning and their development as confident young people.
Our fourth finalist is Brett Bellott.
Brett enrolled in the Advanced Diploma of Visual Arts with a specific task in mind. He wanted to develop a set of skills that would enable him to make a professional standard portraits of Australian sports identities. Brett learned that painting sports stars was slightly different to painting a portrait for, say, the Archibald Prize. To date, he has painted Rafael Nadal, Usman Khawaja, Lane Beachley, Liz Ellis, Andrew Bogut, Matthew Dellavedova and Erin Phillips. His prospects of creating a career in this industry is very strong. Brett was helpful to others, was extremely punctual with all his assignments and showed a tenacious and determined approach to his skill development.
And the winner is Jono Frost.
Well, I work for Service New South Wales, and as part of that I get to educate people with technology. I am really passionate about this and it's the favourite part of my job, but it's not the full-time part of my job. So I thought, how do I, get into technology full-time? And after talking to friends and business acquaintances, they all said you need a qualification. So I got in contact with the Australian College of Commerce and spoke to Brett and told him what my goals were, and then he recommended my Certificate 4 in Information Technology Support. When I was nominated for the award, it really meant a lot to me, and I can't explain in words the pride that I feel and how excited I am that it's being recognised for all the hard work that went into it, but also the positive outcome of doing the course and the rewards that have come from that. So yeah, really excited, thank you. I would like to thank Brett, my trainer from the Australian College of Commerce and Management. He went above and beyond to get me to complete this course. Again, working full time, he would do the assessments and role plays during my lunch break. There was even a time where he was off work sick and I had to get one completed, and he still took my call at home. He could hardly talk because he was so sick, and he still completed the course. So without Brett, I don't think I would have been as successful as what I have. He's really passionate about making sure his students succeed. So I really want to thank Brett. I also really want to thank my colleagues and also my leaders and senior leaders at Service New South Wales. My colleagues for me interrupting their lunch break while they're trying to watch Ellen, and I'm there doing role plays on the phone with my trainer, interrupting them on loudspeaker. They were troopers, thank you.
Our next award this evening is the Adam Hollis Memorial Award. This is an award dedicated to Adam John Hollis, who devoted his time amongst us, helping to improve the lives of Aboriginal youth through education, training and community engagement. To present this award, please welcome Alicia Carney, who will present the award on behalf of Adam's family.
Thanks, Glenn, for that lovely introduction. And the winner is
Taia Stuart.
I was very intrigued and very curious to what business admin was and what I'm doing now. And I had a bit of an interest in it as the stages progressed, which I'm loving now, thankfully. It's a personal achievement to be able to gain such a great award. It also, the award means to me is that I show that I am a role model not just to my family and my peers, but to the community and the Indigenous community as well. And, just everyone around me, it's such a big achievement. I would like to thank my training provider, Sue Seeger. She's an inspirational teacher. I've gained so much from her. And I'd also like to thank the Commonwealth Bank for giving me this opportunity to be able to learn, especially with what's going on. Both managers that I have, Lauren Pye and Rebecca Rudder. But I'd also like to thank my school career advisor and year advisor, because they have been helping me through the journey as well. Like they say, it takes a village to raise a child, and you're not alone. And yeah, I'd like to also thank my deputy principal, Miss McKenna. She has been a great role model for me in choosing this position.
Our next award this evening is Trainee of the Year. And to present this award, please welcome Sally Ford, Training Awards Ambassador and 2019 Regional, State and National winner, Trainer or Teacher of the Year.
Our first finalist for this category is Monique Burns.
Monique recently completed the Certificate 3 Education Support Traineeship with employer St Joseph's College, Tweed Heads. Her ability to act on explicit instructions or training is outstanding, and her main asset in the role has been her initiative when tasks are complete. Her main role was supporting members of the PDHPE and sports areas of the school, and this has occurred without concern. She has enabled staff in that area to concentrate on the important task of educating students instead of organising equipment, completing administrative tasks and maintaining logs. Her addition to the team has been very well received.
Our second finalist for this category is Chloe Jeffrey.
After registering with TAFE's Smart, Skilled and Hired Youth Employment Program, Chloe was successful in obtaining a traineeship in Certificate 3 in Business with MEGT and placed with host employer, Northern New South Wales Local Health District, attached to their finance department. Chloe was quickly held in high regard and highly sought after by other departments. She was carrying out duties that would normally be performed by staff well in advance of Chloe's experience. Chloe completed her business qualification with a great dexterity, and the word quickly spread that she was an exceptional trainee. Chloe's future was assured, with departmental managers eager to make room in their budgets to secure her services once she had completed her traineeship. Chloe has now gained a permanent position in the Patient Fees Unit with Northern New South Wales Health District.
Our third finalist for this category is Nadia Cook.
On completion of Nadia's Certificate 3 in Early Childhood and Education at TAFE New South Wales, she had developed a good rapport with her teachers. She was then offered a position as an educator with Old Bar Community Preschool, where she attended her last practical and work placement. After working at the preschool for just over 6 months, she was offered a traineeship to complete the Diploma in Early Childhood Education and Care. Whilst completing her diploma, she became inspired to find ways to improve the sustainability practices at the centre, as well as ways of embedding cultural education by developing stronger bonds with the Aboriginal community.
Our fourth finalist for this category is Corey Warren.
After completing his Year 12 HSC, he commenced volunteer work in November 2018 at the same childcare centre. Then in April 2019 he commenced his traineeship for Certificate 3 in Early Childhood Education and Care. He completed his Certificate 3 in October 2019. He was very committed and diligent to his studies, which he powered through and completed in 6 months with the support of his trainer and disability support workers. Corey is profoundly deaf and has support for his studies, social and communication skills, as well as motivational activities. When Corey first came to live with his foster family, he had no vocabulary and motivation was very little. With the support of his foster family and support workers, he has excelled with flying colours and become an inspiration to others.
And the winner for this category is Monique Burns.
The opportunity came up at my school to begin a traineeship where I was able to study a Certificate 3 in Education Support, and I thought it would be an awesome opportunity to have a go because I didn't know what I wanted to do, wasn't sure what direction or career path I wanted to take, and I thoroughly enjoy being a role model for younger students, and in particular those who require additional support, whether that be physical, emotional or spiritual. It's also been an awesome opportunity for me to be able to look back on and reflect what I have actually achieved throughout the year. Regardless of the outcome, the award and interview processes that I've been through have just been so unique and provided me with self-reflection, and either way I think I'm pretty happy as to where I've made and where I've come to. So I think a really big thank you should go to Scott Thompson, who was the principal of the school where he actually took me on board, and he's such a great advocate for young people and encouraging young students to have a go. I would also like to thank the PE department, which is who I was closely related with when I worked with them. In particular, one person is Shannon Parker, who was my mentor, and she took me in under her wing and really encouraged me to do my best, and she really helped me to realise there's a strong work-life balance that you need to find. Also the CSO, they had supported me by giving me this great opportunity while being financially stable, which is just awesome. My family as well, my mum and dad both work in a school, so that was just awesome having them on board, and they were able to give me great tips and advice on how to cope with everything. And of course TAFE, I think with everything that goes on, I wouldn't be here with this award process and interviews without them, and the teachers are just so encouraging and supportive of everything that you do.
Our next award is North Coast Achievement Award. This award acknowledges the achievement of a North Coast learner who has demonstrated commitment to their vocation. The recipient of this award is an apprentice, trainee or student who has made significant changes to their life and career through vocational education and training. To present this award, please welcome Tony Bellis from Smart Skilled and Hired Youth Employment Program, TAFE, New South Wales.
And the winner is
Sarah Norman.
I've been out of work for close to 15 years. I had made a decision I really needed to get back to work. My mental health had gotten quite severe, my financial difficulties, it was just a mess. So I decided at that point to go back to work. I can't believe the amount of support I got and just showing that path. They showed me the path, and that day I signed the paperwork to sign up, and to this day I'll never regret it. For me, it's a little bit of recognition for myself that how far I've come in such a short period of time. I mean, 8 months, almost 15 years out of work, and within 8 months I've gotten 2 jobs. So it's just a little bit of a reminder of how far I've come in such a short period of time. But you know what, for me, this is my way of reaching out to people that are in that Centrelink rut, that struggle with their mental illnesses that only get worse the longer you're out of work. First of all, Key Training and Key as an individual group, they were just so supportive, and I'm so happy that that path was available to me, especially at my age. Like, I'm 32, so I have to give the guys down at Key the hugest shout out. Natalie in particular, she was my consultant that put me on that path. But out of all of it, Renee Shetty. I mean, she was one of the most experienced trainers I've ever had the privilege of working under and being trained by. And her experience really got me where I needed to be, practically. And third of all, it's the Coffs Hotel. Those ones that gave me that placement to begin with, ones that gave me that job, that allowed me to get my second job. They're so supportive down there, and they are the best employers I could have ever dreamed of working for. So I've really got to give all 3 of those people a shout out.
Our next award this evening is Apprentice of the Year. To announce the finalists, please welcome Corinne Milgate from Training Services New South Wales.
Thanks, Glenn. Our first finalist for this category is Sean Sarikis.
Sean has been working in the fitter industry, engaged in Cert 3 engineering apprenticeship which he recently completed. Sean has developed his skills over the apprenticeship, becoming a highly skilled tradesman with a high level of attention to detail, accountability and the ability to lead a team effectively while possessing a can-do attitude. Sean has an easygoing nature, patience and maturity beyond his years. He always demonstrated a hands-on approach and a thirst for knowledge in his chosen trade. He has a fantastic ability to stop, assess, proceed with all tasks that sees him apply his safety knowledge and to ensure zero harm to himself, co-workers and the public.
Our second finalist in this category is Jordan Peterson.
Jordan commenced pre-trade skills whilst in Year 11 and 12 at Newman Senior Technical College, and then was selected for an apprenticeship with a large local employer and was able to build on his foundation skills in assisting the teams grow within their organisation. Jordan completed his apprenticeship in engineering mechanical in February 2020. Jordan flourished through his apprenticeship and with the host employer Nestle. Jordan's supervisor said he has become an asset to the engineering industry, and his determination to not only apply those skills but to also undertake another trade will see him continue to succeed along his journey.
Our third finalist for this category is Hannah McRae.
Hannah first started with Headroom Hair in Ballina when she was a 15-year-old as a school-based trainee undertaking Cert 2 in hairdressing. From the very first day, Hannah demonstrated both a positive self-esteem and self-confidence along with a strong passion for the industry. Hannah's individuality and flair as she consistently combines her theory and practical knowledge in the workplace are exemplary. Not only is she demonstrating excellent skills relating to the practical side of hairdressing, she also demonstrates an emotional intelligence rarely seen in young apprentices.
And the winner is Jordan Peterson.
It all sort of come around by fate, really. I struggled all through school, up till Year 10, then through Year 11 and 12 I went to a trade college and got introduced into actual trades and absolutely just took off with it. Ran, hook, line and sinker, just loved it. It means quite a lot. It's more of a personal goal than anything. I see myself as being quite successful with everything I've done so far, but I just enjoy being able to show off and go, look, I've made it that extra step. I'd like to thank a lot of people actually. Two of my main teachers, so Wayne Knipe and Cookie, my teacher's aide and stuff at Newman College that I went to school at, as well as a lot of my family just for supporting me the whole time.
Please welcome again Tony Bellos, our Skills NC Inc. Committee President.
The 2020 North Coast Training Awards Committee, Skills NC Inc. would like to thank everyone for their support and involvement in the success of the 2020 New South Wales Training Awards North Coast presentation. In particular, the selection panels who dedicated their time and expertise to assess and interview the nominees and select the finalists and winners across the award categories. Glenn Jeffrey, Sue Miller, Sally Ford, Corinne Milgate, Lani Pardon, Leah Muldoon, Edwana Cavello-Carrara, Natalie Shaw and Rachel Keed. The 2020 North Coast Training Awards Committee Skills NC Inc. members Ingrid Johansson, Sue Miller, Lani Pardon, Margaret Hughes, Julie Cunningham, Corinne Milgate, Jacqueline Martinson, Glenn Jeffrey, Tony Bellos, Katie Clark, Sally Ford, Leah Muldoon, Matthew Swan and Lucy Defro. Our sponsors, all nominees and the nominators, our regional employers and the vocational education industry sector for making the 2020 North Coast presentation a great success.
On behalf of Training Services New South Wales, I'd like to express my sincere thanks to the registered training organisations, the businesses and the other partners who have worked so closely with us over recent months to make this Training Awards celebration a success. Your effort is so significant on top of everything else that you do in making this a triumphant event. Thank you very much. We look forward to your ongoing support. To all our finalists today, congratulations on your achievement and my best wishes for the future.